So yeah, we played a lot of sport growing up, and we loved cricket. We were cricket mad growing up, and as we got a little bit older, we started to break into the senior teams. Taalay and I, alhamdulillah, were reasonable cricketers, so from the ages of about 14, 15, we started to play for the cricket club senior teams. Does anyone play cricket here? Yeah, a few of you. Do you play hardball? No? Okay, so this is hardball cricket, so it was quite, you know, it can hurt when it hits you. So, you know, Taalay and I started playing senior cricket at a young age, and eventually we started to play for the third and the second team together. And what we would do is we would walk from our home to games, because we didn't live too far, and then we'd walk home after the game had finished. But the thing with club cricket, hardball cricket, is that it's quite a long game, and it lasts a long time. So it starts about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it can finish as late as 7 or 8 o'clock in the summer. So some days Taalay and I would walk home quite late, and it would start to get quite dark at this point in the day. And we used to always have to walk a certain route to get home. The fastest route home was through the park. And we used to walk past these flower beds. And this area of the park in particular, this flower bed area, was notorious for antisocial behaviour, especially on a Saturday evening. So it was every Saturday, if we were walking home through the park late on, there would be youths, you know, teenagers, maybe even older, who would be there smoking, drinking, doing other activities that, you know, they shouldn't be doing. And there could be large groups of them as well. You know, often there could be 15, 20 of them all gathered around this area. And what Taalay and I would do is that we'd walk past them through this flower bed area, and because it was the fastest route home. And we weren't scared of them or anything, you know. At this point we were 6 foot, and, you know, we were wearing all of our cricket stuff, and we had cricket bats in our hands, so we weren't particularly worried about a few people messing around nearby us. But anyway, obviously when you're nearby them, you're on edge a little bit. You didn't want to have any altercations, or, you know, be for them to engage with you in any way. So one evening we're walking home from this game of cricket, and again there's some youths hanging around, and this time they're smoking, you know, illegal substances as well. We can smell it in the air. And Taalay and I are just walking past the flower beds, again with our cricket equipment in our bag, and you know, even I, at the corner of my eye, noticed that there's more than usual of these people hanging around. And then what I noticed, and Taalay's just talking to me at the time, he doesn't take any notice, of what I noticed out the corner of my eyes, one of them starts to walk over to us, and a few of them turn around to look at this person walking over to us, and he's clearly, you know, intoxicated in some way, and he shouts over at us and he goes, "Oi!" And straight away, you know, he started to go into flight or fight mode. And realistically, I thought, you know, if we need to, we can just make a run for it. If this guy really wants to start any problems with us, we don't want any trouble, we're just walking home. And Taalay turns his head to see him, and he says, "Can I speak to you?" And Taalay stops, and at this moment I'm thinking, what are you doing, Taalay? Like, we need to keep going. You know, they're just here to cause trouble. We don't want to engage with them in any way. But he stops and he looks straight at the guy walking over to us, and he's really raggedy, this guy. And he goes, "Can I use your phone?" And straight away I'm thinking, no, not at all would I, you know, trust this guy with my phone. And in fact, I would just say no and walk away. But Taalay straight away says, why do you want to use it? And this guy's almost taking aback a little bit, because he probably thinks the same thing as I do, that these people won't engage with me, they'll probably be quite rude to me and walk away. But this person has stepped forward to me and started to engage in a conversation. So quite startled, he says, "I've run out of credit." This is before the days of unlimited texts and calls. You had to top up your phone with credit, you know, you had to go to the corner shop and put £10 on or whatever. He says, "I've run out of credit, and I need to ring home urgently." I can't remember what the reason was, but it didn't sound convincing. So Taalay says, "Okay, I'll let you use my phone." And again, I'm totally surprised. And again, I'm looking at the boys behind him, because they're all looking and seeing what's happening in this incident, in this moment. And even this person who's talking to us is quite surprised that Taalay said, "Okay, I'll let you use my phone." But he says, "But look, you have to understand, I don't know who you are, so I can't trust you with it." And Taalay was just being honest and fair with him, and this guy reciprocated that and showed a bit of mutual respect, and he said, yeah, I understand. And he said, I'll let you use my phone, but you're going to tell me the number, I'm going to input it onto my phone, and I'm going to speak on your behalf. So whatever you need to say to whoever you need to speak to, tell me now. So again, quite shocked, this person started to say, well, I just need to ring Flana Flana, I can't remember who it was, maybe a parent or something, or a friend, and I just need to tell them, pass this message on. So Taalay said, fine, okay, that's fine, tell me the number. So he input the number and he called them, and it went to voicemail, and Taalay said, it's gone to voicemail. And then the guy said, okay, you don't need to leave a message, I know what that means. I don't know what it meant, it just meant that the person wasn't in and he didn't need to worry about it. Maybe he was passing on a message to his parents that he was going to be out later than he should have been. So he said, no, you don't need to leave a message, that's fine. And he showed so much respect to Taalay. He was so grateful, and he was thanking him and saying, you know, thank you so much. Like, you know, he clearly didn't expect someone to engage with him like that and, you know, make this phone call for him, because he clearly wasn't in his right mind at the time either. You know, his eyes are very red and he smelled of funny substances. So Taalay again showed incredible courage, and he didn't just disregard this person either. You know, in that circumstance, I'd say 99% of us would disregard this person and say, no, I'm not wasting my time. But Taalay again showed, you know, a certain level of respect to just a stranger, and in that moment showed incredible patience, and that person really reciprocated it. And I've never seen someone come up so aggressively and then walk away so calmly after an interaction with someone as they did with Taalay in that particular moment.